So Gloria, Nell and I created the 80-20 project to get women and girls to have these kinds of conversations. And in thinking about it, I realized I met you in my 20s when you were in your 50s.
Did it
and
help?
it helped a lot. In fact, I want you to know the ripple effect just from this small group today. I was your assistant at Ms. Magazine. I met my wife, Barbara, there. Mm-hmm. We just celebrated 36 years together and have 2 grown children who are in New York City. They'd like to see you sometime.
And you inhabited my college town.
Yes, we live up in Northampton, but before I did that, I moved over to the Ms. Foundation for Women, which you also co-founded, and met Nell, and together we did Take Our Daughters to Work Day. Take it away, Nell.
And Gloria, the first day I met you, Gloria walks into the conference room at the Ms. Foundation, and she's looking, I mean, you always look cool, but you were dressed for lunch. And she said, what are you gals doing? And we pushed over this one-page summary, and you took out your pen, and you changed it from take your daughter to take our daughter. You just changed one letter. And then you read it. And I remember Kristen and I were sitting there, and we're thinking, oh, is she going to like it or whatever? And you folded up small to fit in the pocket of your skirt. And you leave. And then, I don't know, 2 weeks later, there is an article in Parade magazine that makes it go from a New York event to a national event in a matter of, 3 paragraphs.
You told Walter about it at lunch.
Yes, it's called just being an organizer wherever.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Wherever you go.
But then I had a sack of letters next to my desk because it was in the, back in the day when people used
wrote
mail.
To us. Yes.
And they wrote to us, and all the article said was, one day next spring, we invite you to take girls to work. Mm-hmm. And it was a combination of older men who saw their daughters hitting the glass ceiling and they really responded, or grandparents who could see what was happening with their daughters when they got to a certain age and nobody valued them in the same way anymore. And they wrote these just heart-wrenching letters, and we had like 18,000 of them. So the first year, how many people participated?
Oh, the first year, it was at least a couple of million, and within the second year, 25 million people claimed to have participated, whether they were girls, parents, employers, teachers.
But eventually, I think it was so popular, didn't we have to add sons?
We did. Yeah. We did. The boys got kind of jealous, and the parents who only had boys got kind of jealous. And while I think it says how deeply parents care about their children's future, it also, I think, every year just reminds me that we still have to be so vigilant about making sure that girls have things that are special for them, particularly with what's going on now. But one of the cool things that has happened to me in this whole, 30 years of having done Take Our Daughters to Work Day is I got to meet Moon, who went to Take Our Daughters to Work Day with her parents. And within a year, we have created 2 things that, are really about the spark between young people and older people. There is a 46-year age difference between us. Mm-hmm. And she has helped me rebrand myself digitally. I was talking about all thumbs and had no idea what to do. And I am helping her launch this incredible company.
No, but that's the key to so much. We don't learn from sameness. We learn from difference. Mm-hmm. Difference is a blessing, is an advantage, is right.
It's been extraordinary, and our intention with 80-20 is to keep literally replicating these kinds of relationships and these kinds of situations, because I think a lot of people our age think that maybe they don't want to talk to us because we don't understand some of the tech or whatever it is. And what I am finding through Moon is that there are plenty of young people who want to show us because they want to put what we know in the medium that they understand. So that's been just so exciting.
And to learn, we learn from each other.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I've learned a few things from you. How to keep doing this work for years and decades.
My memory is going, so you may have to remind me.
I'll write it down. It'll be fine. Okay. We had a good time. I'm your favorite. You remember. No, really.
Young people are just as interested in your stories. You guys are walking books of just wisdom, experiences, and a bunch of cool stuff. There's so many things that I would not be thinking about if I didn't hang out with Nell. Dude, eat well from now so you can walk in the park in 2 miles, But you really provide me with new ways of looking at things, approaching my life, approaching how I express my energy, and other components of building a business outside of the technical things that a lot of people, you don't hear about, you don't think about.
How to chase the money. That's what we talk about all the time. She sends a bill, they don't pay right away. Did you call him? Did you call him? Did you text him? Did you, whatever. So yes, no, we're learning all the practical things, aren't
Plus,
we?
we've made all the made a lot of mistakes. I have anyway, and we can direct you around those, and you'll make your own mistakes. But there are some things we've learned that, and women have always found ways to share wisdom. Yeah, whether it's passing down traditions or
the kitchen table,
how to
right.
survive. Right. But thank you again, Gloria, for all that you do, all that you are,
No,
and for
no,
being such a lovely friend.
This is a reward here. This is not a.
Here, here,
Right.
here, here.
All right. To
For
more.
all of us.
Yeah.
For all of us.
To more conversations.
So more